Hello and welcome back to this Food Fridays. Keep it vegan. It's been so very long. We have a slightly modified version of the track cam. We're no longer on the head, we're on the gut. We are cooking with Steve. We are making kebab. I am currently home alone. I don't know why the fuck I said about that. The missus is elsewhere for a few days, so we're gonna make some fucking kebab. I'm gonna use the kebab spiced meat. The stuff is very nice. You may have tried recently the pizza. It's delicious. I was going to cook it and get it and have it for dinner, but I decided it would make a very boring Food Friday. I would just be putting in the pizza in the oven and then eating it. Also, they didn't have any. So we've got iceberg lettuce. We have spinach. I'm still getting used to the placement of this camera. We have a bell pepper. We have a chili pepper. We have spring onions. We have kind of flat-bready things because they do not have the right things in our local gigantic Tesco's. What else do we need? We also need something to cook these bad boys in. So, I'm going to give the camera a little tweak there. This is experimental shit right now. Come on, there we go. I need some oil to fry the kebab pieces in. Should be in there somewhere, but it's not. You may or may not recall that oil is bad for you and you shouldn't eat it. However, it's kind of needed to cook these pieces, in my opinion. There it is. Sorry, I'm just super compelling footage as I'm running through the kitchen. So I'm going to use coconut oil. You can use any oil. I find the coconut oil is good because it gives it a nice little twang. Right, there we go. Bosh. Fucking sorted. Not Bosch is in the cooking, guys. That's probably a trademark. That's a trademark. I'm going to take some of our oil and then, ooh, that's solid. I'll probably do. And get the f off my spoon! Way harder than I necessarily had to make it. Ah! That's fucking hot. We're going to turn it up to a high heat. Now you can have this with chips or something. In fact, that's what I normally go for. Oh, that was close. Today, I'm not going to. I'm going to be just having kebabs without any chips. Largely out of laziness. I like how it's so cool. It's purple on the screen, but it's red in real life. Amazing. Right, while that's heating up, we're going to turn George on, because George is going to be how we toast the flatbreads, because they're a little bit wimpy untoasted. I'm going to chop. Oh, sorry camera. Sorry audience. All three of you. What was I doing? We'll start with the iceberg lettuce. Lots of lovely plastic. Thank you, local supermarket. I'm just going to cut this like this. So how's everyone doing? It's been a while since we did a... That was close. It's been a while since we did a Food Friday, hasn't it? Largely because it's incredibly uncompelling. Takes a long time to shoot. Even longer to edit, render and upload. And it's boring as f***. Truth is, I do really enjoy doing the Food Friday videos. Don't know if you can hear me over the rustling. I do really enjoy doing the Food Friday videos. It's just, I'm not often in a position where I've got all my kit ready to go and record while I cook. It tends to be a case of just kind of cooking as and when. Just going to roughly chop the spinach. But yeah, I want to do Food Fridays more often. I enjoy it. I like cooking. For those of you who are new to Food Fridays, me, what an introduction this has been. The point of Food Fridays is not to say, here's some amazing recipes. There are a lot of very talented cooks out there. I'm not one of them. However, I'm a normal person who... Ooh, forgot the coconut oil was burning. Ow! You panic! Empty the bag! Oh. So cool. I just really injured myself there because I was too preoccupied looking at the pretty purple colours. Right, so now I'm going to turn this down to medium-high heat, and I'm just going to give these a bit of a stir. It's quite spicy. It reminds me, back in my pre-vegan days, in my pre-eating real food days, when I'd have chicken tikka masala without the sauce. It's got a very similar kind of fairly dense, spicy flavour to it. It's lovely. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the point of Food Friday, don't wave knives around kids, The point of Food Friday is to basically show that even a dense, chore allergic, shortcut seeking like myself can cook easy, tasty, most of the time healthy vegan food from home. Sometimes I'll kind of do recipes from other people and link to those. I try not to do that too often because I would prefer to do my own stuff. But yeah, that's kind of where we are. That's what we're doing. Oh, there's a chili, which is one of my personal favourites. That's a Ben's special. I'd say this one's a Ben recipe, but it's cooking shit and putting it in some bread, so it's not really awfully chunky. Now, you may be wondering why I'm doing them so chunky. Interesting fact, it's largely an absence of cooking skill. Give it a shake. That smells amazing. Right, I'm gonna get some of these anemic flatbreads in here. Put one face down and then bite up, face down, bite up, and then just give that a very quick toast. We don't actually have a toaster, so I tend to use the George for all that shit. So this oomph kebab meat, I've not tried any of the other oomph, like bagged meat. So by all means, give it a try. Let me know what you think. The pizza is f***ing delicious. This is a Food Fridays with Keeper vegan prediction. I think oomph are going to corner the market on vegan ready meals. I think what we're going to see is, following the pizza, we're going to see in maybe 6 months' time them release a whole bunch of other pizza, and then we're going to see them have a bunch of new pizzas. A bunch of different options, some of the meatier ones, some of the more kind of Italian vegetable-y ones. And then I've got the spring onions. And then following on from that point, I think what we're going to see is them branch out into kind of meat-oriented meals, but vegan versions. So I think we'll see like a bolognese, lasagna, because ultimately that's kind of a big part of what we're missing. We're now getting a much wider range of products available in supermarkets on the cooking side, on the ingredient side, and then we're getting more options out and about, but we're not getting many convenience kind of ready meals kind of stuff, which is a big gap in the market. I think Tesco's rushed out the Wicked stuff, and to share a personal opinion here, I'm not a massive fan of the Wicked food. I think they rushed it to market, and it's not particularly good value for money or particularly tasty. So I think that's not really kind of satisfying that requirement for Joe and Josephine and in between the public. Not sure what that was. And so yeah, as a result, the George Foreman's on fire. And that's all we want, just it to get a bit of a crispiness to it. Right, now that's a little bit burnt. Right, this is about ready now. So what we're going to do is ignore the fact I've cut my finger open. We're going to go flatbread. Doesn't really matter which way we do it. Ah! Michael, no! Well, that's we have the technology. We can rebuild him. Do that, and then do that also. That was a bit of a car crash, but we have a spare flat. That's a flatbread for you. We all have a flatbread now. Right, so we'll do one of these. I'm going to take these off the heat because they are a little bit incinerated. They do naturally look quite charcoaly anyway, so they're not as f***ed as they seem. I don't have a thing to put these on. I don't know why I picked this up. So in terms of putting together our kebabs, shake that phallic symbol, shake it. I've cleverly put too much sauce on. That's actually fully intentional, because what I'm now going to do is I'm going to go with yes, look at that. See what you can achieve when you work together. And I'm going to do this super messy. It's rustic cooking. We've got our spinach, which is amazing. We've got our lettuce, which is amazing. Some spring onions. The best thing about cooking with whole food, veg, stuff like this is that you can just use the stuff that's left over afterwards for other things, as I will. These will go in salads or sushi or whatever. Spoiler alert, I may have just given you a clue about what's coming up soon. It's whatever. I'm cooking whatever. Fun fact, when I was younger, I lived off of iceberg lettuce for about 2 weeks. Super unhealthy. I wasn't even a thin kid, I was a fat kid, but For some reason I was just eating fucking lettuce. I don't know. Whatever. Don't judge me. Only God can judge me or a judge. I'm gonna squat. I'm doing a squat. I'm doing a power squat while I'm doing this so the camera picks it up properly. This is expert framing. This is. Oh my God, if my neighbours walk past my window right now, they're gonna see what they normally see. Go on there, you The peppers are undoing me. And we've got some little spare little nubbits there as well. And then we're gonna top that off with these. It's really, really hot. I mean, there's not really much more I can do with that, is there? We'll go a bit less. Get a little bit of spinach, just little strips of this stuff. Gonna make the mini one for you. Some spring onion, some chili. It's going everywhere. I'm not really trying anymore. What is life? Okay, and then we'll just give it a fold. And there we go. There's a little tiny wrap. And look. I'll leave that one here on the windowsill. I'll leave it there, right there for you. You see? And it's there for when you come round. When you come to our house, there's there for you. I'm hungry. That's done. That's cooked. This has been Food Fridays with Keep It Vegan. The details will go up on the website. Tuck in.